So we promised you Sigma FP Flavors of RAW video. With this camera you can shoot in 3 RAW file types. Cinema DNG in the camera and on an SSD drive. Through the HDMI you can pull it on Blackmagic Video Assist at 12G. You can shoot in B-RAW. You can put it on an Atomos Ninja V and you can shoot in ProRes RAW. Let's fall right in. Why are we not happy with a CDNG? You can't shoot a lot of CDNG. It's an enormous file size. It fills up your hard drives in no time. Here are some example of file sizes between CDNG files, ProRes RAW files, and the B-RAW files.
Close your eyes. Relax. Breathe easy.
We have found some interesting facts about the workflow with the ProRes RAW footage. Final Cut does not get the RAW footage as DaVinci does. Firstly, you have the options in the settings that you can change the ISO and the white balance, but also you have to put a tool on it, which is called HDR tool, and that kind of makes it a bit weirder. Another very weird thing is that once you have a shot put on a timeline, and if you use that shot in many occasions on the timeline, if you change it one time, if you change it in one setting, you change ISO because it was too dark, and you change the white balance because it was, I don't know, there was a light bulb there and kind of ruined your shot. You go further into the timeline using the same shot, you're gonna see it's changed throughout your timeline. Whenever you use that shot, it's changed with the first settings that you've done. And that's kind of a bad thing you should have seen, and you want a wider view, and you follow a character around and there's lights change, or there's light temperature changes. That might be very, very difficult to work with if you have it spread out on your timeline. I think Final Cut should use the HDR tool and just make it a RAW tool. You can put it as a plugin on your timeline, and you can change just one shot. While putting the files together, ProRes RAW and CDNG have a higher dynamic range than the B-RAW files. We thought it's the Gen 4 color, so we moved it to Gen 5. It improved it a lot, but still it's less dynamic range than you have on the ProRes RAW files and the CDNG. We might be wrong, maybe it's not the best test. For now, this is our conclusion. I would say it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. I wouldn't put B-RAW aside, especially for coloring in DaVinci. But we noticed that, and I think you guys should know it too. Well, I hope this clears a path for you guys to understand what you can do with your Sigma FP. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you like it, if you don't, and if you want more, subscribe. If you want to know more about workflow and everything, comment below. I'll make sure bring more info next time. Thank you guys, bye bye.